What is the 1980s without the popular Magnum P.I. television series? The drama series was a major landmark of that time. Everyone was captivated by the intelligence skills of Thomas Magnum and his partner Jonathan Higgins in solving crimes. However, there are some things you might not have known about the movie. In this video, we'll walk you through the 20 most interesting facts about the movie. Some of them are weird, and you might not have come across them before. Let's get to it. Number 20, Selleck paid a big price for his role.
We love the car, we love the dogs, and you're okay too.
Selleck is the biggest actor in the Magnum P.I. television series. The way he executed the role of Thomas Magnum in the series was spectacular. Everyone likes the way he navigated each case with great intelligence and resourcefulness. Selleck adds a unique depth to the role, and it got to the heart of everyone. However, have you ever asked why he was so dedicated to his role in the movie in general? You are about to hear something new. Do you know that Selleck lost the juicy role of Indiana Jones in the first Indiana Jones film, Raiders of the Lost Ark, in 1981? If you have come across that movie, you will know the depth of Selleck's loss. The movie is one of the biggest movies of 1981, one that could create a big boost to Selleck's career. Harrison Ford, who took the position, has Selleck to thank for giving him such a goldmine. The movie turned around Harrison Ford's career and solidified Steven Spielberg's reputation as a master filmmaker. Selleck couldn't take the role because of his commitment to the Magnum P.I. movie. The filming of the two movies clashed with each other. They were planned to start filming in March 1980. Unfortunately, Magnum's filming didn't begin in March due to the resulting crisis of the 1980 AFTRA and Screen Actors Guild strike. With that change of filming date, Selleck could have taken the Indiana Jones role. However, the loss wasn't that bad after all. Selleck's role in Magnum got him a bigger reputation. The whole situation is all about sacrificing one good for another good. Later on in the movie, the production crew decided to reward Selleck's phenomenal commitment. Therefore, he was promoted as the producer in the 1986 to 1987 Season 7. It was a remarkable turning point for Selleck. He wouldn't have expected such a promotion. Following Selleck's appointment as the producer, the movie was moved from its Thursday night slot on CBS to Wednesday. That became a smart move. The change of day resonated with the desire of the people, hence causing an increase in the rating of the movie. Magnum became so popular that it became a major contender to the iconic The Cosby Show on NBC. Everyone knows The Cosby Show. The rise of Magnum gave them a good chase. At the end, everything turned out well for Selleck. His sacrifice wasn't in vain. Number 19, Tom Selleck's iconic mustache. One of those things that made Selleck the best fit for the Thomas Magnum role was his mustache. Everyone wants to get a glimpse of it. No one describes Thomas Magnum without mentioning the mustache. Selleck gave the role a unique signature sporting mustache. You can't imagine how one man's style would become a big trend. The style carved a big spot in pop culture. It is hard to ignore the thick and full mustache. The significant hair volume gave Magnum a rugged charm. It is hard to go by a mustache with Selleck's style. The curling end facing upward gave it a distinctive look. The facial hair not only gave Thomas Magnum a unique look in the movie, but it also gave Selleck a brand. Do you wonder why there's so much concern about the mustache? The mustache gave Thomas Magnum a strong, masculine look. The slightly unkempt hair resonates with Magnum's adventurous character and ruggedness. The facial hair was an important part of the movie. Selleck was not the only one who understood this fact. The production crew shared the same understanding. Therefore, Selleck had to keep the mustache for the 8 years that the movie was filmed. It wasn't an easy decision for Selleck. It needed him to regularly trim and groom it, and also ensure it looked its best on camera. Selleck suffered skin irritation and discomfort due to the glue and adhesive used to keep the mustache in place during filming. You might have wondered how Selleck achieved the curly mustache facing up, or perhaps you've tried sporting that same look, but it just isn't working. You have heard the secret now. It was glue and adhesive doing the magic. However, using the glue wasn't a fun moment for Selleck. It was one of those inexcusable inconveniences that come with the role. After all, he initiated the idea. Number 18, Butler Higgins, the comedian. The relationship between Butler Higgins and Thomas Magnum is a perfect example of two contrasting friends. Their relationship brought significant comedic relief to the drama. The moment everything gets tense, a case reaches a critical point, and everyone is anxious to know how it turns out, that's when Higgins and Magnum come up with their funny antics. If nothing else, it makes the movie more interesting. Higgins is the butler of Robin's Nest, the estate where Magnum lives. Higgins is a principled man who wants things to follow the rules and protocol, but Magnum, on the other hand, is the free guy who doesn't do well with the rules. This difference usually leads to comedy. The moment Higgins tries to follow a protocol for investigating a case, and then Magnum, the investigator, suddenly shows up, disregarding the whole protocol, the entire act always ends up funny. Despite their differences, the two friends were able to develop a strong bond. Higgins looked beyond Magnum's rugged personality to become his trusted ally and confidant, regularly helping Magnum in his investigation. Do you realize that Magnum and Higgins used to banter with each other? One of those memorable scenes where they banter with each other was when Thomas Magnum was lounging on the couch, putting his feet on the furniture. The action of Magnum looked uncultured to Higgins, and he had to react. He addressed the situation saying, "Mr. Magnum, would you please refrain from putting your feet on the furniture?" Everyone could have expected the sorry word from Magnum, but that did not happen. Magnum responded with a nonchalant shrug, more like, "Who cares?" Higgins was amazed by Magnum's carefree character. The relationship between Magnum and Higgins gave the story a more interesting perspective. Do you agree? Number 17, the filming location. Are you captivated by the extraordinary beauty of every scene in the movie? You must have gotten carried away by the lush landscapes and the tropical climate. You are not the only one who has had the experience. You can't do without having that remarkable feeling when you watch the series. The location was paradise-like. The movie was filmed in Hawaii. Hawaii is recognized for its breathtaking landscape. The beautiful beaches, mountains, and lush greenery provided the series with a picturesque backdrop. Hawaii was also chosen to bring realism to the movie. According to the storyline, Magnum was a private investigator living in Hawaii. No better location expresses this storyline than Hawaii. The area offered numerous benefits. The benefit of filming a wide range of scenes was that there were no limitations. Hawaii gave the cinematography crew endless inspiration. They were able to film outdoor adventures and tranquil moments. There are categories of people who are fascinated by a movie's authenticity. The show captured their interest. You can't ignore how the production crew integrated local Hawaiian culture, music, and tradition into the film. This made the movie more charming. The Hawaiian culture has a great reputation worldwide, with millions of people touring the island yearly. Using the island is like exploring the deep interest of a wide number of people. This decision was a big bonus to the production crew. However, the decision came with a big cost. Hawaii is a hub for tourists, making the place very expensive. Having accommodation on the island isn't cheap. That is not the only financial stress. The cost of transporting crew and equipment was also substantial. The production crew paid a high price to get these things transported. They also couldn't film the series without obtaining permits and permission, which came with a significant price tag. Hawaii's climate is unpredictable, and there's a constant fear of natural disasters. This is an everyday reality in a place closer to the sea, but to the producer it meant spending big to prepare ahead. Taking our eyes off the challenges that come with filming in Hawaii, let's talk about a few of the notable locations used while filming. We have the Kualoa Regional Park. This was used to film the exterior view of Robin's Nest. Close to it is the Kualoa Ranch, a location used to film the North Korea jungle scene and one of the helicopter chases. There is also the Waimanalo Beach House, the original location of the Robin's Nest estate. If you think of having a realistic experience of that beautiful place, you can't any longer. His new owner demolished the beach house in 2018. Hawaii was a perfect location for the series, no doubt. Number 16, the theme song. You can't deny the irresistible vibe that comes with hearing the movie's theme song. The song, which is a mixture of rock and pop elements with an unforgettable guitar riff and percussion, was a cultural icon. Thanks to Mike Post and Pete Carpenter for coming up with such a catchy tune. Whenever the guitar comes in with its riff and the sound rocks in, the adventurous feeling is ignited. This is what the production crew wanted to achieve. The sound set the tone for the laid-back spirit of the movie and the adventurous theme of the movie. It is not a surprise that the song received widespread acclaim and was cited as one of the greatest TV theme songs of all time. The song rising to number 25 in Billboard Hot 100 gave it a rare achievement. Larry Carlton has a lot of commendation to receive for his tremendous guitar riff performance in the song. It is the most captivating moment of the music track. Do you also love the song? Number 15. The movie featured a good number of guest stars. One of the biggest styles used by the movie producer to achieve more success was the use of numerous guest stars. Apart from the main characters, we have several artists who had a short but remarkable performance in the movie. You remember Dan Sawyer, played by Carl Weathers, the fisherman whose $350,000 tuna fish was stolen and needed Magnum's help to retrieve it. Another big guest artist was Luther Gillis, played by Ken Jeong. In 2 episodes of the movie, he acted as an investigator and rival of Magnum. His short-duration role was really missed. There was a point in the movie when an FBI agent arrested Magnum for spending counterfeit currency. The character who got him arrested was Special Agent Adam Kreshner, played by Brian Austin Green. Apart from the talented guest artist, we have others who are not just guests in the movie but are superstars. Leading the list was the legendary Frank Sinatra music maestro. He appeared in 1 episode of the show, playing the character Michael Doheny. We have Malia Manuel, a professional surfer who played herself in the movie. The popular American comedian, actor, and singer John Lovitz, who is best known for his work on Saturday Night Live, also appeared in Season 5, Episode 7, where he played Pierre, a private investigator and another rival to Thomas Magnum. Deontay Wilder was another popular figure who was featured in the movie, playing the role of Noah in Season 2. Deontay Wilder and John Lovitz featured in the Reboot series, which aired between 2018 and 2024. Number 14. Thomas Magnum solved several mysteries in the movie. The movie portrayed Thomas Magnum as an intelligent private investigator who consistently solves any mystery that comes his way. How did Magnum get that ability? The biggest skill that Magnum possessed in solving crimes was a strong surveillance capability, including the ability to make tactics and solve problems. He acquired this remarkable skill during his days as a Navy SEAL. The military background gave him a big advantage in solving crimes. That was not all. Magnum collaborated with friends and allies like Higgins, TC, and Rick to gather insights and resources. His unconventional attitude enabled him to think outside the box, achieving a creative solution to every crime. The producer highlights the benefits of experience, teamwork, and creativity through Thomas Magnum, demonstrating that even an unorganized individual can achieve great success in solving mysteries. The story around Thomas Magnum was an interesting one. Number 13. The movie gained global popularity. How popular do you think the movie was? According to statistics, the show's series finale was watched by 50.7 million viewers, setting the record as one of the most watched series finales of all time. According to the ranking, Magnum occupies the number 5 spot. The movie not only made a huge impact in America, it also found its way to various countries around the world, building a massive fan base in unexpected places. The movie not only succeeded in terms of numbers, but it also became a turning point in the television genre. It pioneered the blending of action, drama, and humor. When other producers saw the success that this new style had achieved, they jumped into it. The style became popular and was adopted by other future crime dramas. The lead actor, Thomas Magnum, and his partner Higgins became so popular that their names were on the lips of a large number of people. You get to hear them everywhere. The reason is that the two portrayed an inseparable chemistry, and the fans couldn't stop loving the dramatic antics between them. There was always a moment of suspense. The success of the series in the 80s led to a reboot in 2018, which you can probably guess how it turned out. The reboot achieved good success. People's interest in the franchise was ignited again. This means that the movie's legacy still holds strong even in the present generation, and it also has the power to reproduce its success anytime. The movie was widely syndicated, airing in many countries, leading to a bigger audience. Talking about international broadcasting, the show was broadcast in over 70 countries, thanks to the advent of cable television. Beyond the scope of television comes the streaming platform. The series has been placed on various contemporary streaming platforms, providing the new generation with the experience of a wonderful movie worldwide. The storyline of the series, a blend of action, adventure, and humor, gave the movie a perfect outcome. Everyone has something to entertain themselves with, regardless of their interest. This versatility is a significant advantage for the movie. Since it captured the interest of a wide range of people, achieving global success was automatic. Number 12. The impact on popular culture. What impact did the movie have on you? Did it influence your fashion style or mindset? Thomas Magnum's iconic mustaches didn't end in the show. He got a good number of fans. People started the mustache thing, grooming their mustaches to look like their favorite hero. Another big change the movie made in the fashion sector is the clothing style. The show popularized the Hawaiian shirt, making everyone fall in love with the style. The show also made its impact in television film. Before Magnum, action drama was all about the fight, the stunt, and other gritty scenes. Magnum brought a significant change by introducing a new narration that emphasizes the potential for action drama to incorporate humor and adventure. The style was well received by viewers, giving the new drama producer a new style. The revolutionary style became a legacy in the drama production industry. If you believe that the legacy is all the series has to offer, you are wrong. Magnum P.I. created a landmark in contemporary culture. Scenes in the movie have been a reference point in different areas of media, and it became a source of inspiration in the new evolving culture. The Cross-Lorraine ring, the popular ring worn by Magnum and his team, gained great influence as a symbol of brotherhood and sacrifice. When you next see the ring on someone's fingers, you'll know where the inspiration is coming from. Do you remember the Vietnam War? People always seem to have something negative to say about the war. Magnum didn't follow the trend. The movie brought a new narrative, painting the Vietnam War veterans as heroes. This point of view challenged the long-existing belief, giving it another great influence. Magnum P.I. is not just a television series. It was a history that brought about a lot of new realities. Number 11. It had an enduring appeal. Making an impact can be easily achieved, but when the borderline is shifted to lasting impact, only a few dramas can sustain that value. Magnum P.I. finds its way to that list. Many people still talk about the lead actors, Thomas Magnum and Higgins. It is not easy to forget their captivating roles. You can hear people having discussions and the name Magnum pops out. It is a big reference whenever the subject of tactics and surveillance is being discussed. The movie has transcended its generation, with newer viewers also developing an interest in it. The reboot in 2018 made this reality possible. Number 10. Ferrari was used in the movie. One of the frequent scenes in the movie is seeing Thomas Magnum cruising in his Ferrari 308 GTSI. The car carries his personality and style. You get to see the action of the Ferrari when the drama features intense high-speed chases, escapes, and pursuits. It is always an adrenaline-packed scene. The revving sound of the car and the sharp maneuver give the movie an exceptional action drive. The car was not just a toy to Magnum, it was a character, the one that resonated with his charisma, confidence, and speedy thinking. How did the show come about the several Ferrari cars used in the movie? Were they bought or leased? The appearance of Ferrari in the movie wasn't just for fun. There was a collaboration with the car company. The team had a deal with Ferrari North America to feature their car in the show. Therefore, the cars used in the series weren't purchased. Ferrari supplied them. In exchange for what? The drama's popularity in the 80s cannot be ignored. Putting a brand on the show means making an advert. Ferrari fulfilled their part of the agreement by supplying various models, including the carbureted GTS, the GTSI, and the Quattrovalvola. According to information, 5 cars were used in each season, and they were not just ordinary cars. Several modifications were done on the car. Tom Selleck was tall, and the low-body Ferrari car couldn't work with his height. To adjust to this reality, the idea of removing foam from the driver's seat was given good consideration, and the seat position was also adjusted. Tom Selleck also got the opportunity to cruise in the car after filming. However, Ferrari took back the car when production was finished. Following the recall, the company remodeled the vehicles and put them on sale. Number 9. The action sequence. The Magnum is a blockbuster movie produced to thrill the audience. The movie is all about the actions and explosive moments, with action ranging from car chases to hand-to-hand combat to stunts and the like. You can never have enough of these thrilling moments. Have you ever wondered how they came about this action scene? Let's talk about the car chase. You will regularly come across scenes when Magnum will be in hot car chases with enemies. How was this intriguing scene captured? The production team made use of camera-equipped cars. Cameras were mounted in strategic areas of the Ferrari 308 GTSI, especially on the side or rear of the car. The camera allowed the production team to capture the car movement from different suitable angles. Close-up shots were also used to capture Thomas Magnum's moments during driving. You get to see the way he handles the steering and the sweat coming from fear and anxiety. Magnum's portrayal of the unfolding situation during the car chase is another experience you won't want to miss. Do you also wonder about the car chase scenes and how they achieve the wide shot? How are they able to capture the two or more cars fighting on the road? The service of a helicopter was employed to get an aerial and extended view of the car chase scene. Also, in other scenes, a camera crew follows the cars in a separate vehicle and continues filming. You can't deny the risky driving skills used in the movie. Did the actors themselves perform these complex skills? No, the driving scene proved too complex for the actors. Hence, the service of a stunt driver was put to use. This means that most of the difficult car chases were not performed by Thomas Magnum. A professional stunt driver was used instead. Beyond the usage of stunt drivers, there were still some very complex scenes. A special effect was used to cover for this extreme scene. Special effects like matte painting or CGI were often used to enhance the movie and to create difficult scenes. You can't feel the difference. The production team ensures that no lapses are given. For the hand-to-hand combat, including other fight scenes, the production team ensures that every move is well choreographed, and in the cases where stuntmen are needed to provide a more complex move, they are factored in. Number 8. Character development. The biggest strength of the Magnum movie is the role played by the character. The characters were created to factor in the desire of the audience. They were not just acting, they were engaging the audience. Thomas Magnum and Higgins are well-developed characters. Their roles resonate with the interests of the people. They have distinctive personalities, possessing both flaws and strengths that connect them to every audience. Talking about the emotional engagement, you can credit the movie for doing an excellent job. Every experience of the actors drives the minds of the viewers and evokes a reaction. It establishes a connection that allows viewers to feel Thomas Magnum's failure, and they are willing to continue watching until the problem is resolved. It creates the impression that they are doing the crime-solving together, creating the feeling of heroism in them. The movie was created around different backstories, including the one that narrates the past of the character. This technique helps to build familiarity. You are not just watching a movie with characters that you have little knowledge of. Discuss the characters' actions and decisions. This aspect of the movie captivates the audience. You can't predict the actions of the character. They were designed to evolve, just like humans do in their daily lives. The producer invested considerable effort to create content that would engage the audience and provide a memorable experience. That came out excellent, and everyone who watched the movie can attest to the fact. Number 7. The reboot success. Many dramas struggle to replicate their original success in subsequent sequels. However, the Magnum P.I. has a different story to tell. Have you come across the reboot version, created in 2018 and aired till 2024? If you haven't, you are missing a lot. The movie started on a good note. Unfortunately, Tom Selleck didn't reprise the Thomas Magnum role, and neither did other actors. For the role of Thomas Magnum, Jay Hernandez was used as a replacement. At some point, Selleck was invited for a cameo. Shockingly, he declined the invitation. Does it mean that he didn't support the reboot version? No, he gave his support. According to the report, Selleck gave his blessing for the reboot version. He believed that maintaining the legacy of the original version is preferable. Of course, that was just his opinion. No one wants his success to be overshadowed. However, he has nothing to fear regarding that, at least for the moment. The reboot version had its own success, but comparing it with the original version is like comparing the moon to the sun. There could be nothing as unbalanced. The show was initially aired on the traditional CBS station for 4 seasons before being canceled. NBC showed concern, picked up the show again, and came up with the 5th season, which began airing in February 2023. NBC couldn't hold the baton for long. The show was canceled by the second part of Season 5. Reports indicate that the Writers Guild of America strike led to the cancellation. with rumors of a potential actor strike also contributing to the consideration of imminent cancellation. The show ended unexpectedly, yet it reignited the interest of viewers and proved the show's enduring impact even among the newer generation. Number 6. The memorable villain. Can you mention the villain that posed the biggest threat to Thomas Magnum in the series? Although there are few numbers, Ivan tops the list. William Smith played the role. Ivan was a recurring adversary appearing in several episodes. He was one enemy who really gave Thomas Magnum a tough time. The reason for that was not far-fetched. Ivan possessed almost the same trait as Magnum. He was very intelligent and tactical. There is a slight difference anyway, a negative one. Ivan was known to be cunning and ruthless. Unlike Magnum, who was kind and truthful, Ivan was the take-it-by-all-means guy. Ivan was not the only villain. The list is filled with several other villains, like corrupt businessmen, crime lords, and assassins. Magnum found his way around them, and in the process gave the series a more appealing result. Number 5. The episode structure. The success of the movie borders on the structure of each episode. There is a common truth that the movie gave out epic episodes every week, creating more suspense and viewers deriving more joy. How did they come about that success? Each episode usually started with a hook. Magnum comes out in an interest-driven position, either through humor or by giving a hint to an impending action-packed situation. There is always something to trigger the audience's interest. Another creative element that makes the movie very engaging is introducing a new case every week. You get to experience a new case every week. It is always something entirely different. The audience is charged to know what the outcome of the case will be. It is hard to get tired of the series. The dynamism with the actions and the never-ending suspense are potent enough to ignite the viewer's hunger. You can be sure that every conflict gets solved in each episode. There has never been an extension. That fact endeared a good number of people to the show. Number 4. Tom Selleck's signature hat. Coming out as the show's lead actor comes with many advantages, one of which involves the freedom to express your personal preference to the audience. Have you ever come across the Kangol hat with its classic and simple design? Once upon a time, the Kangol hat was in vogue thanks to Tom Selleck, who appeared in the movie sporting the iconic hat. His kind of hat was different anyway. Selleck always appeared in the Mustafa Kangol hat, and he always wore it with so much pride and confidence. The adorable hat in combination with the sleek mustache was the best style ever. Magnum was able to help in confirming the Kangol hat style in 80s pop culture. You can still come across it even in the present generation. The old relics still make their way into present history. Most of the time, when people come up with that fashion, they are trying to create a resemblance to their 80s hero, Thomas Magnum. Number 3. The reboot came with a modern twist. We all love the Magnum P.I. of the 80s. What about a new edition that can resonate with the present changes? There you have it in the reboot edition. The reboot version featured a new cast comprising young and contemporary actors. Jay Hernandez took the Thomas Magnum role, while the role of Jonathan Higgins underwent a significant transformation. This time, a female was the one taking the highly coveted role. You have Perdita Weeks playing the role of Juliet Higgins. There were other modifications. The reboot also came with a new war background. It wasn't the Vietnam War that we had in the original edition. Now it was the Afghanistan War, which is more recent. Modern storylines also characterized the reboot. Modern issues were tackled, something that the present generation can relate to at the stroke of a finger. The reboot was produced to retain the existing fan base and attract new fans, which was a remarkable move. Another significant improvement was the increased attention given to Hawaiian culture, which was spectacular. The reboot edition had its own new contribution, producing a brighter side to the legacy of the Magnum P.I. television series. Number 2. The movie had an 8-season run. Magnum P.I., the television show, captivated the minds of people from different nations and backgrounds for a good 8 years. The show aired from 1980 till 1988. Each year came with new seasons. The series had an irregular number of episodes for each season. However, Season 5 had the highest number of seasons, airing up to 23 seasons, while Season 2 and Season 7 shared the same 22 episodes, followed by Season 4 and Season 6 with 21 episodes. Season 1 had 18 episodes, 5 more than the previous season's 13 episodes. The reason for the low number of episodes in Season 8 was ascribed to the Writers Guild of America strike. It appears that the movie consistently clashed with the Writers Guild, which always led to its collapse. The series had 162 episodes in total. A new crime was included in each episode, and each season had a collection of irresistible storylines. Number 1, it received awards and nominations. Magnum P.'s remarkable success was recognized with numerous awards. Notably, the Emmy Awards stand out on the award list, with the series receiving 2 awards. The first was in 1984, and the award went to Tom Selleck for Best Performance in a TV Series, while the second award in 1987 was to John Hillerman for Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. There are other awards, like the Golden Globe Award, which gave the movie 2 awards similar to the category of the Emmy Award in 1982 and 85. The Edgar Award and the People's Choice Award also joined the award list. Judging by the long list of awards, it is a fact that Magnum P.I. was a good success. Do you agree with these facts? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.